Some of Nashville's most historic African-American neighborhoods are getting a closer inspection. The Metro Historical Commission recently received a grant to research and also document mid-20th century African-American districts. News 2's Miranda Whittington has more on the neighborhoods that they're going to be looking at.
North Nashville's Enchanted Hills is an African-American neighborhood where Keisha Gardner Beer's life began.
I remember going trick-or-treating, and we were going from house to house, neighborhood to neighborhood.
But just a mile away lies another neighborhood.
Granddaddy bought that land and built those houses.
Called the Gardner Gold Coast, Nashville's first African-American subdivision created by her grandfather, Cassie Gardner Sr.
He was kind of like, if we don't have it, we need to try to fix it and make it.
Cassie Gardner Sr. was a prominent businessman and funeral director here in Nashville. His legacy can be found off Jefferson Street with buildings and parks.
You see things like the stone culverts and you see stone walls that are throughout the neighborhood. And we think that this ties in with Cassie Gardner's Masonic background.
And in his subdivision, through the unique architecture Caroline Eller is now planning to study.
We know that there are civil rights icons associated with some of these districts. We know that Dr. Matthew Walker lived in this district, for example, and he was a prominent doctor associated with Hubbard Hospital.
Ella works for the Metro Historical Commission, who was recently awarded a nearly $60,000 grant to study underrepresented communities here in Davidson County.
We really want to go and document the history of Bordeaux and North Nashville, specifically the African-American neighborhoods that developed in this area, sort of in response to redlining and Jim Crow era discriminatory housing practices.
Over the next 2 years, the Historical Commission will work to complete archival research and field survey activities of these historic districts to create a National Register of Historic Places countywide document.
Through this study and this research, we can help give them the tools that can be protective if they want that for their neighborhood.
Long-term preservation of these neighborhoods and their stories is what Eller says is the goal of this project.
This is a really cool example. It's got a butterfly roof on it.
A project Beard knows her grandfather would approve of.
I think he would be very proud that the city is trying to preserve, these beautiful neighborhoods that were created for African-American people.
And the Historical Commission will start holding community meetings to get the word out about this project next year. And they plan to finish the project by early 2025.